I survived. Cancel. Save that. Now we get out of that and go over here. Lurking and working. I survived a tornado warning at Gen Con. I don't honestly know if there was a funnel or not. I was too busy demoing Catan on the road. Honestly. Alright, first of all, let me roll my daily dice. That I was sad that I have daily dice. So what do I get? Oh, okay. Well, one thing I do need to do is UI layout, load, DDO UI, and 3. Alright. This is Daggers, the character I was playing last week. It was so long ago. And what we completed, did we? Yes, we did. Actually, I need to grab my spreadsheet. Like, oh my god. I need to get the spreadsheet under the right window, too. Otherwise, it won't show up correctly. And let's go to Daggers. Daggers is level 8. And on to my main DDO spreadsheet, which is over in this window. Oh, it's on that screen, though. I'm gonna make her level 8. And scroll down to the bits where I'm keeping track of whether people have their master or voice. And I'm going to change the voice to be green. That's not the right color of green either. But that one is. Alright. Is it? Yeah. Alright. Oh my god, it's been a week. Now for you guys, like, oh, I haven't watched Druidsfire in a week. And like, you don't notice, but I was gone a whole freaking weekend. And I'm actually kind of planning on doing a short stream tomorrow after work. I have to go back to work tomorrow. That sucks. And I'm sorry if I sound like I've been smoking 2 packs a day for 40 years because I was talking all weekend. And I don't think I've actually recovered yet. So I do kind of sound a little bit like the surfer dude character for the Passer Purple Worm Kill show that I attended on Saturday night after the tornado warning. It was so stupid. There was somebody I know on Facebook. He actually used to work at Daybreak. Or maybe he worked there. I actually knew this before. I'm gonna speak a little bit about something very sad, because it just came up on my Facebook feed. Yeah, Cordo posted earlier this morning something that I knew had happened the night after he left for Gen Con, and that his cat, Miss Elizabeth Bennett, passed away. She was 18 years old. Very lovely cat. But I kind of knew, because every time after Paxies, I go to Cordo's house, and pick up the floof and pet the floof. I kind of knew when I was there in March that was going to be the last time I was going to see her. But I didn't want to say nothing at the time, and yeah. I'm gonna post a sad face on this one. And he posted pictures of his kitty cat being all floofy. I have some pictures of his kitty cat from the times I visited. I might actually post them for him. Because she was such a good floof. She used to be like a ginormous cat, too. She used to be extremely floofy. Extremely big. I was just reading the responses to my post, to my comments on Mark Tuttle's post. Mark Tuttle, you may remember being Radio Man from the old SOE days. Yeah. He was posting about a news article about Gen Con block party vendors affected by storm damage rebuild for Sunday. And he was commenting, driving rain, damage to wings with roof leaks and water pipe breaks and maybe a tornado seem to have decimated that show. So let me talk briefly about the tornado. A warning. I honestly don't even know if a tornado funnel, because the thing about tornadoes is cities with skyscrapers kind of break up the funnel clouds. So that's why you always ever see them out in like the suburbs and shit. You won't see a tornado in downtown Chicago. And if you do, then it's superhero invasion. You probably want to run away. Super villain, I should say. So, the tornado itself, for me, I was like in the middle of the main event hall, demoing at the Asmodee for Catan, and we heard 2 significant rolls of thunder that they penetrated the building. Like, whoa. Okay, so there's a storm outside. And then a whole pile of people's phones went off. They were like, oh shit, something's happening. You know, severe weather, you know, whatever, tornado warnings. And they were saying, yeah, we're on a tornado warning. And they're just giving the usual safety instructions. And that thing went off for like half an hour every couple of minutes. And then after that, it was over. Everybody went back to the thing. I went to watch Sabrillin's brother, DM, Faster Perform Kill, and it was all good. There was some damage to the ICC. Ironically, the tornado shelter was one of the things that flooded. And that was because there was a rotted water main pipe nearby that couldn't handle the pressure of the storm water. So that was it. So, we are going to be doing some points codes giveaways today. And yes. I'm going to read all comments. Said something nice. Okay, so let's actually get to play the thing that we're here for. The name of the game is turning on the file so you can actually see the damn thing. Doop, there we are. 1D41. I may add to this because of something else that happened at Gen Con. But the name wasn't available on Shadowdale, and I'm a little bit sad about it, but I'll figure something out. Alright. So, roll. That is the wrong window. Let me hit that button again. Come here. There we go. Alright, let's roll in game. Roll 1D41. So the rules of the game, let me explain them for if this might be your first session of Let the Dice Decide, is I have 41 currently characters in this list. By the way, I would like to point out that with this month's this month's VIP thing, mine ticked over to I got another character slot, and now I have 69 character slots per server. Nice. Alright, so the rules of Let the Dice Decide is the last 10 characters are off the table. However, anybody who's not red is a valid roll. So Let's see what I got. 1d41. 17. Who's 17? Kitteh! Oh, this should be fun. Because Kitteh is a Tabaxi Trailblazer stick monk. And I don't know how to play monk. So, we're going to have fun with this. So, let's see what happens. Kitteh will be, since this is a Tabaxi Trailblazer, we're starting at level 15. Which means we're probably going to run Sharn. Here we go. Here's Kitteh. Look at Kitteh. Doesn't Kitteh look cute? Look at Kitteh. Look at Kitteh. So, Kitteh is a gray kitty. Now, I'm trying to remember why I made Kitteh a gray kitty. I think it's because I love gray cats. I used to have a gray cat once upon a time. And I always wanted another gray cat. So what we're going to do to start with tonight, though, is I'm going to start a points code giveaway. I would also like to point out, speaking of points, come here, come here, come here. So Cordo did not forget the cards this time. But what he gave me, I quickly noticed were not the same cards that we had at PAX East last year. Or Gen Con last year, that gave away like 50 Astral Shards and a pet and whatever. What these are, I'm going to show you the front of one of the cards. And this is how I noticed that these are different, because obviously this expansion hadn't come out. Well, actually, no. That is last year's expansion. So the cards we had last time were definitely not the thing, but these particular cards, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And I have 7 Lotro point codes, but they're worth 750 points. In this case, DDO points. But I also have 7 of the Lotro ones too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually wound up getting an 8th DDO points card from Steel Star out of his pocket because he stole some from Cordo to give away to people. But I kept that one for myself because it was for me. It wasn't for you. Now, I could have given it away if I wanted to. I wasn't under any sort of agreement. But one thing you can't see, let me show you the funniness here. Let me make that one go away. Make that one go away. But look at this. 69 character slots. Nice. All right. Okay, we're going to stop being stupid today. Yeah, that's never going to happen. All right, let's log into Kitteh and see what we got. I remember setting Kitteh up, but I don't remember doing anything with her. So she does not have her Delara's thing. But am I going to go get her Delara thing? No. We're going to just start with I'm going to go to the mailbox, apparently. Before I go to the mailbox, I'm going to go downstairs. One thing that has happened since was it last week? I don't know. I fixed my my Razer Tartarus. I'd been complaining about my thumbstick for ages. Well, I fixed that shit by replacing all 4 micro switches, which involves solder and flux and shit like that. Alright, let's go. Tower of Demogorgon item redemption. We can do that. Delete all. I would love a quality of life update involving we're going to the Hall of Heroes. We'll go to the Hall of Heroes, and then I'll go to the bank after the Hall of Heroes. Top deck, Hall of Heroes, next stop. Okay, so first of all, let me update the spreadsheet. Kitteh now gets to be red. Be red. So Kitteh is off the list, and this is episode 26. So that means who was on episode 16? Lightbringer the Morning Lord comes off of that list. Lightbringer is now available for play in a future episode of the show. Okay. Alright, let's get that out the way. Where'd it go? Scroll down too far. There we go. Alright, let me get this spreadsheet out of the way as well. Alright, let's go to the Hall of Heroes. I could have gone to the mailbox down there as well, but who gives a shit? And we'll probably just go back to the harbor and go do thingy. No. Hall of Heroes. I want to get an XP pot, though, which is what we're going to do in a minute. Alright. Actually, let me just get that right now since we're here at the bank. Hi, bank. Can I have an XP pot, please? There should be one. Yep, there it is. There it is. Give me that XP pot. And that goes in there. So this character is wearing the starting Tabaxi gear. And I am using the Trailblazer stick. Okay, so I don't know how to play a stick monk. So y'all can laugh at me when I do it badly. Did I put footprints on this character? I don't know. But I do want to go over here and talk to the Lamortia person. Because I will want to add the Lamortia hireling to my party. And we'll probably get rid of the Scarecrow because Scarecrow is kind of useless. I would like to claim something. I would like to claim one of each, please. Thank you. Alright. Now what? Oh, it's just the official streaming. Alright, I'm not going to use any of the official or any of the Demogorgon stuff. So, one of the things we did learn at the player meetup that was pretty damn exciting. A year after Severlin was like, oh my god, UI scaling. I saw the prototype for Locho and it looked amazing. And everybody's like, oh my god, oh my god. I don't think I will actually use that. I'll just put it in the bank. But I will use that. Hey, Monoflare. How are you? I had a great time. Tornado warnings notwithstanding. I worked a lot. I was a lady works a lot. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to replace you with you. And replace you with you. We're going to put both of you in the bank with the other thing. Traveling there was kind of freaking annoying because of construction. I was hoping to stop by the Walmart in Rushville because it was a super Walmart and I knew Whoa, hello? Shadowdale? Shadowdale, come on, stop fucking around. I kind of figured that I'd be able to pick up a KN95 mask, so I was like, I should probably wear a mask at Gen Con. And I wound up not wearing a mask at Gen Con because they had both things, both exits to Rushville were closed for construction. Okay, so one thing I would like to point out is this character was created before the anniversary ended, and she does not have a quiver of alacrity. I picked Searth Spear of the Sky out of the pile. The problem is I don't have the good trait, which is probably a bad idea. I could do a change. What is my alignment? I am lawful neutral. I should have been like true neutral or neutral good or whatever. I made a boo-boo. So by the time I get to 23, I will probably just buy an alignment change. I don't know. I didn't think of this, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go do Sharn because those are quests that I know, so they're good for me to test how a character plays. Were that really that many more people than last year? Court seemed to think it was extra packed. I would disagree with that, honestly. I don't know the exact numbers between this year and last year. I'm sure those are publicly available somewhere. Um, but I kind of noticed on Saturday, at least in the part of the convention center I was at, it was not like so packed that the air conditioning did nothing. Though it was like, oh, we needed more air conditioning. The really weird thing is the weekend, the weather was actually really nice on Thursday. Um, and it was, what was it, Thursday night? No, it was, Wednesday night. I ran into Cypher of Tyr, who I've now been officially upgraded to friend with Cypher, which is really, really cool. I've always been very careful not to use that word with Cypher, or to call Cypher a friend, because Cypher is very particular about the whole parasocial relationship thing, and I'm trying to respect that and everything. But I did get official confirmation I'm officially a friend of Cypher of Tyr. Anyway, she was like, "I'm gonna go wait outside the JW because the weather was so nice you could just do that." I'm like, if you don't mind, I can hang out with you and whatnot, keep her company. And I wasn't doing anything at the time. And then we were sitting there just shooting the shit, and people walking past, and people that knew her stopped by to talk to her. At two separate points, included Mark Meir and Felicia Day. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so now I've eaten my thing. I've eaten that. Let's spend my point, since I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Oh, did I not eat my thing? I thought I ate my tome. Oh, it's a universal... Oh, it's a universal enhancement tome, and I haven't actually used one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it Undead Hunter. Let me go find that build, by the way. Strimtom is in the process of maneuvering all of his builds onto a new site that hosts builds, which is really cool. Let's see. Kitteh. Kitteh isn't in this list. Oh dear. What build is Kitteh using? I know I'm using a build. This actually might be his beginner monk build. Okay, his beginner monk build is a fist build. I think it is. He's got a stick build someplace. He generally does archetype builds, so maybe I used his original Tabaxi archetype, monk archetype build. Once I find the build, I'm actually going to add it to the spreadsheet so I know where to find it again. No. Let's go look at old builds. Let's go to look at part 2. Maybe it's in part 2. Well, he did a modern fist monk. That would have been the Tabaxi one. Oh, I say it when I can't find it. Or did I use his U52 monk? Oh, that's a 2-weapon fighter. Huh. What freaking build did I use for this? Oh my gosh. Druid. He must have done one for the Tabaxi Trailblazer at some point. Let me see if I can find it with Control of Trailblazer. He did a Tabaxi Trailblazer, 18 favorite soul, 1 monk, 1 rogue. Well, that's definitely not how I built this. So I don't know. I might have just made shit up. Or I used the Tabaxi Trailblazer for a regular stick monk build. Let's see if I could find stick anywhere. I don't get it. I don't know what I did. Henshin, Ninja Spy, Shintao. Let's see if I can find anything with reference to Henshin. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Okay, Henshin, Mystic, the other month. 20 monk ASMR using Henshin, Mystic, and Falconry. And that is from what build? TLDW. TL didn't watch. Two-handed fighting, lol. So that doesn't look like something I would have used. Mystic 41, yeah, I'm not using Falconry though, so it's not this build. I did take the Henshin staff training. He has a half-orc strength-based build. Hold please. No, I'm definitely a dex build. So it's not this one. I know, I'm kind of thinking... Did I use that one? No, that's a 2-weapon fighter build, though. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. He had a stick monk build somewhere. It might have been the free-to-play monk thing that he had done in U53. Hold. Yeah, he did a free-to-play monk with two-handed fighting. This looks like this might be it. All my points were spent in concentration, I'm sure. Yeah, well, and a bunch of points in jump, too. Well, a point in jump, anyhow. And it's 42. Ninja Spy, a little bit of Shintao. Why do I have Vistani Knife Fighter? I have no idea. This might be it. This might be it. I'll just put it on the spreadsheet for now. U53 thing. E, F, G, H, I, K. Okay. Paste It's a road above Kitteh. Alright, and U53 F2P mode, whatever. That's so weird. What are you meowing about? Why are you meowing? Yeah, this looks like it. Yeah, this does look like it. Okay. Alright. We done. Let's go play this character. Let's go just make a mess. I'm gonna pick Undead, as I always go with that anyway. Accept that and get out of the way. Alright. Let's go play some Isle of Dread, shall we? Not Isle of Dread. Jesus Christ. Let's go to the harbor. And go do some Sharn. Yeah. No. Spammers. Look at the spammers. Aren't they beautiful? Fuck off. I will not tolerate spammers driving at the moment. But your squad and you will pull up heavy on your next stream. Bullshit! Or I would say, you know, do the doubt face from those detective FMV games. Doubt. I very much doubt. So, yeah, you can go bye-bye. So, yeah. Bam. Sticks and Stones. I like it. I like their name. Alright. See, the thing about spammers is they tend to use the same damn messages all the time. That's why it's easy to tell who art spammers are. Because they're talking about, oh, I have an emergency. I'm in a desperate spot. Can you help me with an art commission? No, AI scammer. We will not. Alright, let's go do the thing. Under the sea. We'll run this on hard because, again, I don't know how to play Stick Monk, so this is going to be fun. Wind stance, +2 dex, enhancement, okay. That looks really nice. I'm going to lose 2 con, though. That's kind of sucky. Mountain stance. I think I kind of like ocean stance, but not for this particular one. I mean, because the 2 wisdom doesn't make it. The +3 dodge, +2 dodge cap. Maybe that would be good. What are you doing, you cat? At levels 16, 12, and 18. So that's level 6, that's level 12. +9 dodge, +6 dodge cap, +4 fortitude, reflex, and will save, +1 passive key generation, -2 strength. Well, I don't give a shit about strength. I'm hitting things with a stick. Using my dex to damage. Okay, we're going under the sea. Let's go ocean stance. Let's go. Alright, let's go summon the hires, summon the clowns. I had to hit people with my big, fragile-looking branch. See, the thing about those art spammers / scammers is there's no point in even engaging in them. Once they say they're doing art commissions and they're brand new to your server, they don't know anything about you or your community. And so it's clear they're just fishing, and I spell that with a PH, like the band, and the social engineering bullshittery that goes on. Sad. And our good friend Eldoleth kept an eye on the Signum Discord while I was away at Gen Con, because I was not able to play with much of Discord. I'm so far behind on everything. I actually had a plan for what I wanted to do today. I took the day off because I'm not stupid. And yeah. Give reset. I was about to hit the enter key, except I took the enter key off my keyboard because the actual keycap is broken. And the rest of the keyboard is acting up anyway. So give away, open, and we're going to do points. And yes, we're excited. Exclamation at the end because fuck it. It's my channel. I can do that. This will be for 100 DDO points that'll give away in when the stream hits about an hour and a half. And then after that, I will be giving away the code that is on the back of this card. What that code is, I can see, but it doesn't matter because I'll give it to the lucky winner. So, since these are special cards, special point codes, little special something. While I don't care if somebody is not here for the 100 point code giveaway, you have to be here or be somebody I know that I can find you later for sure. Like a friend, an actual friend, not a parasocial acquaintance. To win, because I want you to watch my damn stream for fuck's sake. If you're only here for the codes, then you can have 100 if you win. All right, let's set everybody active, and let's move. Let's see how badly I do this.
You appear underwater, encased in a magical bubble of air. A warforged waves you over. No doubt she's one of the crew sent to salvage the ship's cargo. The foreman says that dangerous creatures threaten their salvage operation. You'd be doing them a favor if you clear out the local wildlife.
Oh, neato. So this is going to be a little bit of a fun time in that I need an enemy. Tag. Can I tag this person? Okay. I am looking for the cargo as well. Why can't I do that all the time? I mean, obviously there's a cooldown, right? I get that. So exclamation or points, then an exclamation at the end. So, speaking of cryptid somethings, I would like to note that there is our favorite cryptid is coming to DDO sometime this week. We don't know how or where we will find him, but Jimothy is coming to DDO this week. There we go. Gimme. Okay. No good loot as expected. Ooh. Yoink. Of course, what I should be doing is, instead of focusing on all the optionals to get all the goods, you know, get all the XP, is what I should be doing.
You found the sunken ship, but there's no sign
is
of
I should
The
focus
Sahuagin
on
must have
completing
hauled
quests
away.
as quickly as possible and get
Fortunately for you,
better chances
they
at
left a
the
trail of
named
dead
loot.
leading away from the ship.
Well, I got the
They
buff
stole the
going.
goods.
Alright, let's see. I don't see nothing here. Looks like I'm floating after him. Come on, come with me. So put
You've
points
eliminated the
and an
dangerous
exclamation
creatures,
at the end
allowing the salvage
to
team
join the
operate
giveaway for
safely in this
100
area.
DDO points. And I reinstalled the Logitech app on my
The water near these
system,
ruins
so
churns
now I get
violently,
proper
creating
bass
unnatural
boost and
eddies.
surround sound.
Something nearby must be causing these dangerous currents.
Let's see what my skills are. Come here, you. UMD. I got a little bit of UMD. Search, not so much. No, no search. No. Swim. I do have a swim. Why? Oh, I think it's because of the quest. So we could try to swim thing. Okay, well, I'll try something else. We'll just smash it to hell with it.
Now that this ritual site has been dealt with, the Sahuagin can no longer use water currents to sink nearby ships.
I like how my kitty cat floats. It's because monk have their special little feather fall thing. It's actually cute. Okay, so one of the things I'm a little concerned about is the fact that I had only found one of those by then. Now I got two. Yay. Alright, who's that? Which kitty is that? Is that Scamper again? Scamper has been so needy. Stormlass has also been a little needy. I gave Mama Cat a bath today. She did not appreciate that. It was a proper bath with soap and everything. And then, as a reward for her putting up with that, is I gave her a churu. Kitties love churus. Nobody wants DDO points? What? How can nobody want DDO points? There you go. You want points. I knew you wanted points. I know everybody's waiting for the 750 code, but you gotta wait till the end of the stream for that. So it was a really good Gen Con. Tornado warning notwithstanding.
Containers salvaged from the sunken ships surround the entrance to this underwater cave, but none have Vaunt's mark on them. The Sahuagin must have taken Vaunt's cargo inside the cave.
I also got to meet a member of my community, Busy
You
Beth.
step out of
Was
the
that Gen
water
Con?
and into cool cave air. It seems that the Sahuagin have created some sort of magical barrier to keep the ocean at bay. The hobgoblin and troll on the other side of these bars don't notice your presence. Those Sahuagin better deliver the goods. I don't trust hired help, mutters the hobgoblin.
Hey now, hey now.
The
I was
troll grunts
hired
his
help all
reply.
weekend long.
We'll smash them good if they don't come through. No one betrays Dusk.
We're not gonna do the weird thing. Nope, we're just gonna do the holdout over here.
Sahuagin standing atop a rock high above sounds the alarm.
You saw Drax's video? Yeah, I need to watch that too.
He crooks.
I'll watch it after the stream tonight.
From the caves nearby.
Ooh, champion chest. Another champion chest. Now the undead are here. And hey, I just made them a favorite enemy. Hell yeah. You can just die.
The Sahuagin ambush was fierce, but you've survived it handily.
Yeah, I got to see Drac on Sunday. He stopped by the booth on his way out of wandering on the show floor. Other people I got to see, of course, Sev and his brother. I also got to chat with Bill Rehor, the host of Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill. It was really cool. Actually, on Sunday, I'll mention this on the stream that I do tomorrow night. We're gonna talk about all the fun things. I did not get the VIP tickets to their show, and they had a little goodie bag they were giving all their VIP people. And in that goodie bag was an iridescent challenge coin. I think it's a challenge coin kind of deal, a little medallion thingy. And see, one of the things I had mentioned that Cordo had told me, they didn't really announce a lot of it. They probably should have announced it a little bit more on the DDO side. But they were an elite sponsor of Faster Purple Worm, which is really, really cool. Why? Okay, well, can I beat this up? Apparently not. Alright. And when they made that announcement and flashed the logo up there on the screen, they had actually been showing the Terror of Demogorgon a trailer during their slides that they were doing before the show started. So everybody could see that. And then they had mentioned that, Standing Stone, well, DDO specifically, was the elite sponsor of the show. And I did this really loud woo! Like nobody, like the guy sitting next to me gave me the dirtiest look. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I was excited. And so everybody heard me. Of course everybody heard me because I was that damn loud. In a theater full of, well, it wasn't a theater. It was a big ballroom of people. On Sunday morning, I went over to their booth to say, hey, that was a really great show last night, blah, blah, blah. Really enjoyed it. This is the first time I got to see the show. I'm bummed I didn't get the VIP thing. I bought their t-shirt because why the hell not? The t-shirt on the front of it says everybody dies. Because that's the premise of Faster Purple Worm. So everybody dies. That's how you make sure that your D&D show lasts only 2 hours. It's like 15 minutes before the end of the show. You just roll in with whatever monster and just, DM just murders everybody. That's just how they roll. And that's part of the fun. It's like, it's played for laughs and comedy. It's not a serious D&D show. And their regular DM is Sabrillin's brother. So nepotism is alive and well at Beetle and Grimm. And like their main celebrity partner and player is Matthew Lillard, Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies. And he's so freaking funny. And then what wound up happening is I went to talk to, and Bill Rehor was at their booth before the show started on Sunday, before the floor opened to everybody else. Like, exhibitors are allowed in like an hour early to get their booth set up for everything. And so I just went over there because they were close to the Asmodee booth, which is where I was working. And I just, pleasantries. I bought their shirt, and then I noticed that they had those medallions or things on the table there, and I'm like, all right, how much are these? I want one of these. How much? Because I noticed you had these in the VIP bag. How much? He's like, no, you can have it. I'm like, what? Wait, what? Oh, thank you. So they were really, really cool.
With Portal Master death,
so I'm definitely going to make sure I get tickets to their shows again next year. Make sure I get the VIP ones as well. But yeah, the show is really, really funny. And actually, one time, there is an episode of their first season that Suburlan was guest DMing it for his brother. Really, really cool. Finally done with work. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a great time. It was like the best Gen Con ever for me. Because I had something to do the entire time I was there. Not working. Mainly working.
Your search is finally
Oh, Jesus. I always miss one. Somewhere along the way, I miss one. Oh, well, whatever.
Cries the note. I don't know what this junk does, but people back in Sharn are paying us plenty to steal it.
Oh, well, I'll miss the extra XP for that. I'm not gonna go back and find it, though. I'm in a hurry.
With the pirates out of the way, you can finally take a look at Vaunt's cargo. You've recovered Vaunt's mysterious shipment at long last.
And no extra loot. Whatevs.
To have drawn such attention.
Let's get out of here.
Whatever it is.
And what else happened that was really cool? Thursday night, they added another Faster Purple Worm show, but it was a different format. It was called Defeat the Audience. And so what happened was everybody was given a ticket with a number on it. And as the on-stage heroes died, members of the audience were called up to come on stage until their characters died, which happened frequently. To get a whole pile of people. And I was one of the people who was able to be on stage. And the only thing thankfully I didn't have to roll any dice because I would have sucked at it. But in the round that I got to play a Dragonborn Paladin, who a hag had predicted was going to die, saving the city, which is the premise of the episode that night. And the round that I was in, we were fighting a demon who came through this portal, and we had to do a joke off with the demons. There were 4 demons played by the regular cast of that episode. One of whom was my friend Bonnie Gordon, who I used to sell her merchandise when she would come to conventions that I was running the music desk or the merch table for. And I blanked. I was like, so, okay, we're having a joke off to where we had to tell a joke and if we survived or not. And everybody else was telling like a little bit of story leading into their joke. I said, fuck it. My character doesn't, my character's she doesn't know anything. I did turn in the quest to her. Almost fell off of that. But that's okay. I've got Featherfall. I'm going to port myself to Sharn. To the Clifftop Tower District. Let's go talk to Summer Corner. And all I could think of was a joke I'd heard many, many years ago. Monica, you'll love this one.
Now that you have arrived in the wondrous city of Sharn, Captain Dranmore suggests that you head to the Adventurers Guild to find out more about current events in the city. Speak to Summer Coronor of the Clifftop Adventurers Guild in the Clifftop Tower District of Sharn.
When this originally came out, this they still use the scratch recording made by Cordo. And I was sad when they replaced it. But that's Cindy Robinson. I can't hate Cindy Robinson. She's awesome. Because she's also every kobold in the game.
Kobolds still hate you.
So I whipped out the only joke I could think of at the time. Monoslayer, you remember the joke. It's that joke. I had a friend who is like into like science and shit, and I once got him with the joke of if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the precipitate. I got laughs from the audience, and somebody after the show came and said, that was a really good joke. But of course, the premise of the show, everybody dies, so all of our characters died except one. Alright, let's do our first quest. Yeah, it was that joke. It was, I was blanking. I was like, I couldn't think of a funny story or a funny joke, so I whipped out the old, let's beat Abner with a chemistry joke, and he was kind and said, yeah, you didn't, I'd never heard that one before. I'm like, how could the inveterate punster of Penn State not have heard that one before? I think I've given Monoslayer negative 10, or I've just caused Monoslayer to suffer 10 psychic damage. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, something just went explodey outside. Hi, Galbus. Rolls in like a gnome alchemist. Alright. Better than you would have been terror-stricken as your terrible jokes off the top. Yep. Nope. Yep. But in all, it was a hilarious show. And at one point, Matthew Lillard pulled this kid dressed up as Sabine Wren, and I suspect it was his own daughter because, it had to have been his own daughter or maybe a niece or something, because what happened is like that had to the kid had to be related to him somehow. But we put her at the. She got put at the table, and she survived a couple of rounds.
Waits for you here. Atop one
I
of
did not get to
Sharn's
meet
lofty
Keith
towers.
Baker
She can
at
help
Gen
you
Con.
contact Lucien Vaughn.
However, I did get hugged by Ed Greenwood because I was talking to Busy Beth of my community, and who I didn't know was going to be. I thought I'd recognize her at one point the day before, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I was working, so I couldn't go chase her down. But then as I was going to lunch the next day, I found her and was like, I was looking, and I approached, and then I could see that she had her badge altered, so it said Busy Beth on. I'm like, Beth? Busy Beth? And she's like, yes. And I was wearing my Druidsfire shirt at the time. Or, no, wasn't I? No, I wasn't. I was still going for lunch, and I hadn't changed for the player meetup. And she knew about the player meetup, but wasn't gonna go because she's like, well, I couldn't get in on the RSVP. I'm like, you're my +1 all of a sudden. Suddenly I have a +1. Well, I was chatting with her out in the hallway. I saw Ed Greenwood approaching, and we were sitting outside of the traffic, and he was walking this way, and I just did this. I just saluted Ed Greenwood, as you do, and he just came over and just got a hug from Ed Greenwood. So that's a good story. All right, lady, let's go.
Isabet tells you to take the elevator up to the terrace, then speak to Lucien Vaughn. Her employer wants you to pass along some
Lucien Vaughn's
information
a
about
dick.
the Stormreach beacon.
Rolls in like it on my and you're in the other game. Pfft, whatever.
You enter the boarding house, an island of quiet in the hustle and bustle of the city. A genial halfling nods to you from behind the front desk.
No!
A violent explosion shatters the tranquility of the boarding house and reduces the elevator to a smoking ruin. You'll have to find another way up to the terrace. The windows shatter, and agile forms swarm in from sky coaches outside. The boarding house is under an all-out attack.
Got him. So that was one of the other highlights. Yeah,
This
Friday
looks
night was the
more
player
like an
meetup.
office than a
And was really cool as we had Voodoo Splice was there, Tavern Tales was there, I was there, Draculetta was there. I was not entirely surprised, but actually glad that he showed up. Bloodborne from the Lotro community showed up, and like, dude lives across the river from me, and I'd never met him before then, except he told me something that I'm not allowed to. I'm supposed to keep on the. But apparently we had met in the past, and I was unaware of it. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. And on the Standing Stone side, there were no Lotro specific devs there at all. Whoa, I fell down. I've never done that before. They had Severlin, they had Cordovan, and Tolero, and then Steel Star. So, I thought it was a little bit ironic, to be quite honest, because it was like, they're doing a Lotro expansion announcement, and they had no Lotro developers there. I mean, I can also understand why. I don't know who's paying for that shit, but flying to Indy is expensive. I still like these things. What from Arenal? I've never been to Arenal.
The explosion destroyed the elevator shaft on this floor as well. You have no choice but to use another route to reach the terrace.
It did seem a little odd. There's definitely some weirdness going on. But we were not allowed to live stream the event. We were allowed to record it. Bloodborne and Draculetta did. I don't know if Blood actually recorded the DDO shit. And in fairness, DDO did not have as cool of stuff to announce as Lotro did. But I'm still super excited about UI scaling, even though I'm probably not going to use it. I mean, I don't use it in the other game either, because when I play the game, I'm playing on a 19 by 20 by 1080 window. On things, so I can have my codes over here, can have chat up there, and I can have the launcher over there, and not have to use my other monitors for any of those. Y'all good? Alright, let's go. Going this way first, kids. Yeah, clowns. One thing that was definitely originally mentioned during the DDO segment, but actually applies to both games, is we're getting to factor authentication probably by the end of the year. I would like to be cautious about it because Severlin says he didn't want to speak for another company's work, but they're hopeful that they're going to get it by the end of the year. That is something that I know a lot of people have been wanting for, oh, so many fucking years. So many years. What am I cursed with? Oh, okay, whatever. Can I break those? No.
The contraption rumbles to life, and then promptly explodes. It's probably not supposed to do that.
No, Keith Baker, it's not supposed to do that. So it's been pretty exciting. And of course the other big thing is Jimothy is coming this week. And I forget all of what I posted. I posted all the big details in Discord. And of course, definitely watch Drax's video to find what Seb directly said. They were trying to broadcast the slides to a TV screen there in the Punch Bowl Social, but that didn't happen. So all he could do was broadcast it to a second screen and hold up that second screen like a tablet or something. So, all right. I think Mycella could use. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. We're gonna find a shrine before we need the stream. You'll have to watch his video. Yeah, definitely watch Drax's video. He did all the good there. So far, I'm actually kind of enjoying how this character is building, or is playing. You don't want to cross the Boromar? Well, screw the Boromar. Then again, I'm only playing on hard, which I know doesn't make sense, you know, to play the game. I don't care. But it was fun. I got to hang out with Voodoo for a little bit. I was mostly focusing on... I got to be a Lotro Discord moderator for like a couple of hours. Because that was the cleanest way to let me get around slow mode without it disabling slow mode. It was just the quickest way to handle it. And then I'm like, please take this power. I don't want it anymore. I didn't want to be a Lotro Discord mod because fuck that noise. The DTO Discord is okay. It's fun. Who's this person with the blue hair? That's Tolero. She is the SSG brand manager. No, I lied. That's Wes. AKA Snipes. No, Tolero is the DDO's producer. Kind of like Orion on the Lotro side, only with a bigger paycheck, I would imagine, because she actually is a producer. Orion is not the producer of Lotro, but Orion was the developer who made Irestone Inlet. So if you hate Irestone Inlet, you can blame Orion. Hashtag blame Orion. No, I can't do that. Oh, I have to beat everybody up
blocks
first.
the elevator shaft, as well as the nearby door. You won't be getting up to the terrace this way.
Now I can do it. Oh, sorry, Stormlost. Stormlost likes to, like, when I'm streaming or here at the computer for a long time, she likes to curl up by my feet, and I accidentally stretched my foot out and tapped her. Oh! Apparently Scamper is snoozing with her right now. So I might have accidentally tapped Scamper instead of Stormlost. Okay, so I have no rogue levels. There's nothing I could do with that. Hello, I just found some random gen loot. So technically, I don't have any way to unlock this thing up there. So I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're just gonna continue with the quest. I'm a racing. Tolera's awesome. She is, she's the person, so, yeah, Lotro doesn't have a producer. Not since, what's-his-face, Reninia went bye-bye. He went away. Orion, I think he is like lead systems designer or something. Something. Alright, let's have Mycella regain her hit points, or her spell points. Mycella, get your ass in here. Mycella, get your ass back in here. Mycella, come here. Is she using a restaurant somewhere else? No, who gives a shit? Let's go. Final bite. If she dies, she dies.
The way up to the terrace is just ahead, but one final group of attackers blocks your path. You hear a piercing call from the direction of the terrace. A beast descends the ramp, one unlike anything you've seen before.
Unless you've been to the Isle of Dread at level 7, then you've seen lots of them before. But Isle of Dread hadn't come out by the time this expansion was out. Hi, would you like to have a stick in your face? But I think probably one of my favorite interactions at Gen Con this year, to go back to Gen Con for just a minute, is there's a live streamer that I love watching. His name is
The assault on
Gingy.
the tower seems to have ended.
Because he's
Now
very
to
ginger.
head to the terrace and learn what became of Lucien Vaunt.
And he apparently lives in another suburb of the city that I live in, which is actually very funny. And he was at Gen Con, and we got to actually meet like
The
real
figure on
people.
the
Like, hi,
skycapes ahead
Gingy.
matches the description
And there
of
are
Lucien
photos in
Vaunt.
his Discord. I haven't
He
posted them
seems
in mine, though.
unruffled by the attack.
Explain
I
yourself.
have a message for you.
Says Vaunt.
I have a message for you.
The beacon
Fuck off.
belongs to me now. I
Mm.
paid the Boromar clan good money to get it, after all. Don't think for a moment that you can challenge me in my city. You're just setting yourself up for a fall.
Vaunt's companion makes a gesture, and the terrace collapses beneath you.
Hi, Stormlost. Stormlost is a good kitty. So, yeah, the person with the blue hair is Tolero. Do. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn off the DM voice for a while. You'll have to make it to Gen Con. Gen Con is hella fun. Alright. Turn off DM audio. Because I cannot stand the next DM whatsoever. I thoroughly hate this quest. And you can tell that the actress, the voice actress who does the DM work for that quest probably wrote it. Because the interaction with the NPC that's herself, I'm thinking it's a self-insert or one of her characters, is just so all about her. All about her. All about her. Alright. Oh, wait. We're doing this one? No, wait. I need to pick up her quest. Alright. Never mind. I picked up her quest, didn't I? Red Rain, yeah. I hate Red Rain. Yeah, get out of my way, lady. I don't care. I'm just gonna run as fast as I can to get that Wiz Quest as fast as I can. I don't wanna. Alright, we're gonna get the XP for talking to these people. Thank you. Give me the Misty Rammies. But yeah, Gen Con is fun but very tiring as well because I was fortunate in that I wasn't doing a lot of walking around because I was basically at my table the entire convention. That was actually one of the downsides is we were scheduled such that last year we had like everybody was able to have like a couple of hours a day to just go do other things. But this year, because there were fewer people working, we all had to do more work. So the only break I got was I was given the ability to go off duty early on Friday to make it to the player meetup. And I did get an extra half hour lunch on Thursday, so I could go hang out with Cordo for lunch. That's about it. Make sure he was doing okay. But yeah, it was a long day. I mean, the show floor, we had to be at work at 9:30. Show floor opened at 10, and we were working until 6:30. Find a gambling hall, which is down this way. I'd hope it is. Yoink. Is somebody back here? Apparently not. Okay, we're doing alright. And give me that. Yoink. I just broke up your little place. Sorry, not sorry. Everybody, get off the pile. Oh no. It was definitely a lot. Alright, one thing after this quest, we'll do the drawing for 100 points. And we'll start the the giveaway for the 750. It comes off of this card right here. Shield Wolf is here. Alright. Did I talk to that resident back there in the corner? Oh, I've been held. Shit. I don't remember if I talked to that other resident in the back. Do you remember? I don't remember. Let's go back. Let me grab my map, bring it over here. Make it bigger. Let's go back and find the map. Okay, we were... Was it this way? I think it was this way. That's the gambling hall, wasn't it? No. This is the apartment. You don't remember? I don't remember either. This is her apartment, wasn't it? Oh yeah, that was her apartment. Okay, well at least we're figuring stuff out by going through the quest again. Okay, so she was... We talked to you. Went down that way, and then we went down that way. I know we'd get there eventually. And this was the person who was on this side. At least, you know, I'm getting super speedy with this character, though. Hi. Did I talk to you? Apparently I had to talk to you. Okay, well, that's a waste of a little bit of time, but at least now we're sure, and I won't have to, you know, backpedal after this. Again. This character is pretty speedy, so I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, and then we got to go through this gate. Is that a breaky? No. You... Dust forever. Notice how I'm doing all this work for you? And she's not doing a damn bit of good. Pretty good. Alright, let's go. I'm doing her dirty work. This is true. Mini boss fight. This is where the quest is all about. What's her face? And you're toast. Hey! Look at that. That was nice. Alright, let's get the clowns some... We got the clowns sorted out. Ah! Tanya reposted me. I'm so excited. Why does it say I have 0 viewers? What the shit? Okay, I have 5. That's okay. So yeah, I posted on Blue Sky about the going woo very loudly at Gen Con at the Purple Worm show, and I tagged Bill Rehord. He replied, "Thanks so much. That was my favorite con ever. So grateful everyone who came to these things. So you can do them again next year." And the woo was well deserved for such a generous sponsor. So I don't know how much they ponied up for this shit, but they were an elite thing. No. Alright. Let's continue our way. Man, I'm loving how fast this character is running. I don't know why she's running this fast. I don't give a shit. I can figure it out. I'm sure I can figure it out. She probably has speedy boots on. Hold on. Oh, it's Zealoth again. Hold on. What kind of boots do I have? Oh, well, I have the 20... I don't know. It feels faster than a 25% speed boost, though. Oh, your brother's a jerk, so, you know, what's Zealoth, and, you know, I don't like you much either. Alright, let's go. I like that key wave a lot. It's so much fun. I apologize if I sound like I smoke 20 packs a day, because holy shit. It was definitely rough on my voice. One of the things the crew that I was working with that they do is they give us a little baggie of goodies. See? This is where, like, it would be nice if I had a spot. And it's like, I can't see it. I can't open the door. I mean, obviously I could see the frame right here, but I don't have anybody with an active search. Sometimes on lower level shit, what can happen is Teal can find secret doors for you. And this is the part where I hate this. This is the part that I hate. This right here is why I hate this quest. You wonder how you could have missed such an important clue. Okay? A DM is allowed to tell me that shit without me punching their lights out if I rolled badly. To have it shoved in my face without me having any agency over that statement. I have 2 fingers for that, and they're not polite. Like the very first time I played that quest, I was like, what the actual fuck? That's like a throw your controller down moment in this game. It's like, how dare you insult your players like that? And unfortunately, I don't think this is the only quest she DMs. I think she's also the DM for Make Believe in Feywild. And so, yeah, I kind of turn that one off as well. Sometimes I don't. It's like, whatever. Yoink. Alright, Muggsy Jake, give me all the deeds. Alright, now I got all the residents. Have I heard about the 2E module of the Forest Article? Awful in many ways, to include tell the players that they missed the road. There's literally one road and they would have been freshly clueless to miss it. Yeah, it's one thing my brother-in-law does when he DMs is he assumes basic competence. Oh, hi, Stormlost. Oh, you're chasing the fly. I see. Stormlost likes to eat bugs. Another quality of life thing that would be cool if DDO could get it is the loot quest. Well, the quest one doesn't really, you don't really need to have a quest that you can ignore. Because they don't have we don't have auto bestowed quests except when we enter like whatever. No, I'm not going to leave you alone, Urk, because you're a dick. Because they'll stop spawning once we kick your ass, Urk. There, we got him. She does a couple of them. Well, she's also the singer. She plays encore in Same Old Song. But she doesn't do the DM work for that one. I think her partner Crime does that. Like, she's walking in and we're still fighting. And it's like, her whole thing in this quest is like, I'll have to live with that for my entire life. I'm like, I don't care, bitch. I don't care, bitch. I just don't care. Oh, sorry, Scamper. She's protesting. Hi. Hi, Stormlost. She was not me. She didn't want me to pick her up. All right. Wait a minute. Where we're finishing the quest is what we're doing. Except now we have to talk to her one last time. Do I have to? I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life. Pay for that every day. It's like, I don't care. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to move on to the next quest. Hi, Amarev. Okay, now that we're done, let's do the giveaway. Last chance for 100 DDO points before I open a giveaway for what's on the back of this card, which is worth 750 DDO points. And I have... Those are also the larger ones. I have 7 of them. 7 for each! Hi. Hi, Skier. I'm Little Stormlost. You getting pets? Getting pets? You getting pets? Got your tail. Oh. Scamper is now officially jealous because I'm playing with Stormlost. Alright, where is that butthead? Alright. How are my bags doing? How full are my bags? Not full enough to worry about yet. Alright, let's do your quest. This one's gonna be fun. Best laid plans. I'll turn the DM voice on for this one again. Because she's not in it. Now! How's it going, Red? Not the red-headed streamer that I met at Gen Con. Because I've already met Nell many years ago at BlizzCon. No, my homie Gingy was there, though. What you doing?
This adventure, like so many others, begins in a tavern. You're supposed to meet a disgruntled Fort employee here. He'll give you an off-the-record tour of the nearby warehouse.
I survived a tornado. Actually, I don't know if there was actually a tornado at Gen Con, but I was there when we had a tornado. All right, let's go.
Victor asked you to wait for him outside. Looks like getting inside his warehouse won't be a problem. Victor leans over and whispers,
I don't want to lose my job. If you'll just follow me, I'll cough when it's time for us to part ways. What you do after that is none of my business.
he sounds quite nervous.
And honestly, even if there was a tornado, we were inside the convention center, so other than some flooding and a couple of places where the roof leaked, it was fine.
Victor coughs and nods at a flimsy-looking grate. Then he hurries away, disappearing into the night. That must be your way inside. Time for you to investigate the warehouse.
All right, did we already find the ledger? Jesus Christ, that was fast.
According to this ledger, all of the blueprints have been moved to the office upstairs for shredding. You need to get in there.
We're just gonna break all the shit because that's what I do every single time I do this quest. All right. This character still needs plat, so I'm gonna have her pick up plat. Wait, is Kitteh a girl or a boy? Hold on, hold on.
Someone is burning the midnight oil behind this door, but the sturdy door is fitted with an even sturdier lock.
All right.
You'll have to find another
She's a girl
way.
cat. He's a girl cat. All right. Whoops, I missed. Hopsy daisy. And my hirelings fight everything while I'm just futzing around beating up shit. Yeah. Okay, that's one way to do it. I wasn't trying to do that, but hey, I'll run with it, literally. Oh, I missed that one. Well, here. There's some over here. Oh, bust all of the things. 20 more? 24 more? Hell yeah, let's go. Can I jump out there? Ah, I missed. Let me up. Let me up. Ha, 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 ha. Alright, let's go. Ooh, money, 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 money. So yeah, it was a good D&D weekend, even though I didn't play a single round of D&D. Though I did get killed in faster perform kill. Alright, we're gonna need that in a minute, but I still need to go upstairs. So we're going upstairs over here. And we're gonna go get these two and those two. Give me the money. Thank you. Ooh. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. I have to be very careful because I'm running so fast I keep running off of things or bouncing off of things. Breaking everything with my big stick. So I also have a lot of World of Warcraft to play between now and the 11th because I want to get to rank 1950 in ranked PvP. So I can not only get my elite PvP set, I've got all but the last two pieces. So I crossed 1700, but then I had a round of bad, and now I'm below 16, or now I'm in the 1600s again.
You hear a gruff voice howling.
The roof! The roof!
A more measured voice responds. What of it?
Okay, so for this one, we need purple is red. Whoops. Go back here. And orange is...
The excited Noel bounces around.
The roof is on fire!
Okay.
An otherworldly air of confidence surrounds the handsome being, who appears to be their leader. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? We still have to destroy the lab downstairs. Portal, please. Why not just take the stairs? Asked the tiefling.
Because Victor told us not to be seen.
Now then, portal! Portal! Now! Snaps the being in a commanding tone. You hear a familiar voice somewhere nearby. It's Victor, acting surprised.
Oh, what's all this? Dear Orion, we have a security breach! Quickly, find them! You can't touch me! This is one of Vaught's prototypes! Make me completely invincible!
Victor presses a button, and the sphere of force closes in around him.
Oh, you think you're clever? Well, you're nowhere near as clever as Vault. His resources are virtually limitless. I press this button, and more guards show up. Just like that. Wait, now how do I get out? I'm stuck here.
Installing DDO, we should run Black Temple? Hell yeah. I haven't even done Timeless Timeways this month, or this week. Because I already got the Spawn of Iranoth last week. In the previous Lotro week.
I have it. I'll just teleport away.
Victor tries to do just that. It seems
Right now, I'm basically just wanting to get all my various alts up to 90. And they all have the Turbulent Timeways buff on them.
Work, Damien, work!
Victor mashes the button on the magical device in frustration.
It doesn't work. Because he's a dumbass, that's why. Alright, let's go back up over here. Go back into the office, and... What are you doing, Scamper Cat? Or we could just go back in from here. Why do I have to do everything the hard way?
voice calls out up ahead. Time's up. Your golems will have to finish this. Time to move, people.
Now we're gonna fight with the Forge Wraiths. Wait, have I gotten ransack yet? Hold please, while I check. Only mischief, so I still want to be breaking everything. Both of my healers are down. Well, two of my 3 healers are down. Rana is a smart cookie and she stays out of the way. Con damage. Oh dear. Rana is tanking the Forge Wraiths. Good job, Rana. Alright, and she's rezzing people. Good job there, too. Alright, we've already cleared that room. Have we done it? Game, why are you being a butt? So you gonna play DDO? I actually play DDO? No. You and your homies gonna play some DDOs with the rest of us? Alright, we got these. Yeah.
Victor's treachery continues.
Oh, is that a fire? Nobody goes in or out until we find them. Don't just stare there, gawking. Move!
You hear the ominous hum of a dimensional anchor.
Now this is where you have to make a choice. Use the shrine or fight people first. We're gonna fight people first.
Victor directs more guards your way.
They went downstairs, into the secret lab. After them!
And yes, that is definitely the sound of somebody who does voices for Lotra's goblins and Uru. Well, not Uruks, but orcs. I'm not forbid. We want to give it a shot once EQL hype dies a little. Yeah, I need to play that too. That's gonna be my Thursday night stream is EQL. I think for a while. I might actually be playing with Emily,
The
so.
chant comes from somewhere below.
I think we can do this
As chant
without.
continues, forge wraiths coalesce in the air around Victor.
Panic screams and pounding feet indicate rapid losses. Victor yells, "Get back here, you cowards! These brutes aren't going to punish themselves!"
Alright, I think we can finish this by killing all the forge wraiths. Hi, Scamper Cat. I think the forge wraiths are a pretty cool villain enemy, though I do empathize with them a little because, you know, they're an enslaved race of beings. Hi, buddy. What's up? I have not heard. Okay, I got Vandal, and I'm still waiting on. Oh shit!
All right, don't do anything rash. I'm coming out.
I don't care.
Perhaps we can make a deal.
Victor presses the button on his vaunt prototype, and the magical barrier around him fades away.
Okay, there's my ransack, and I got conquest as well. All right, last time Chad decided he needed to die. I think it'll be nice this time. Hi, Scamper. Hold on. Hold on. We'll let your ass go. I just want the loot. Give me the loot. And I didn't get anything good. You can't see her, but she's right here. Let's go. What stick am I using? I don't remember. Probably the default. I am furniture. Hey, Scamper. I think I'm gonna need to make a Scamper Twitch emote. I'm probably gonna make a new one of Storm Lost. That's of her adult face. Her I'm no longer a kitten face. Look at you. Look at Scamper. Look at her. Yeah, I'm just using the default. I can use Dex or Wisdom for damage, which is really funny. She's gently making biscuits. Yes, you are. Look at her. Look at her. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go. Like, she didn't want me to go. She didn't want to go. Meanwhile, Stormloss is curled up on the back of the other chair here. And if she's not careful, she might unbalance and fall over. Alright. What are you doing? Oh. Stormloss meowed at me. She just meowed at me. Yes, she did. And then she immediately curled up and went right back to sleep. Alright. Do the things. Give me the things. Okay, so we can do another quest. We can do another quest. Now we do same old song. Blah. Time to go to Club Clawfoot. And I didn't do the giveaway. Hold, please. Let's do the giveaway first because we still have another one to do. Giveaway close. Giveaway draw. Who wins the 100 points? Shield Wolf. Alright there. Let me go get Shield Wolf the thing. Whisper. Meow, meow. 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 Hi. You're in the way. I'm busy. Oh, and you're so cute. Come here. Come here. You're so cute, but I'm busy. I need to be able to see the copy pasta. Alright. Code has been sent. Alright. Now, let's get back to giveaway mark 2. Reset. Giveaway draw. Now giveaway open. So again, this will be for points, but it's the points that's coming off of this card, which according to the card says rewards. Let me make sure I get my let me get my reading glasses. I need my reading glasses. Have eyes. Alright, let me read this. It's actually really hard to read on this card. Rewards 750 DDO points. That's it. So yeah, everybody got to see me wearing these Kroger bought reading glasses all freaking weekend. Yes, I'm old and need reading glasses, especially reading fine print that's very thin fonts on a very dark background. Hi, Scamper. Oh. Again, I am furniture. I don't mind being furniture if I'm not streaming. I just do mind it when I'm trying to work. Yeah, one thing I also forgot to do that I'm noticing is I forgot to change out what my imbue toggle is going to be. Or what my elemental toggle is. No. I want to stream. Yes, silly cat. Well, let's reopen the giveaway. You comfy? She's very comfy right now. Gohan, I need to stream. Give it about an hour, and then you can have all the cuddles you want. 1 hour cuddles. 1 hour to cuddles. Alright. And in this quest, we won't be able to open up the extra chests in that one room. Because again, we have no trapper to level 18. And I could just go get some bells of opening and shit. I just don't give a shit. I don't really care. Enough to worry about it.
You've arrived at Club Clawfoot, a popular night spot owned by the Boromar clan. Counselor Sevilla Vitella pulled some strings to get you on the guest list. Perhaps now you can drive a wedge between the Boromar and Vaughn. But it looks like there may be trouble before you even get inside the door. The group of thugs suddenly attacks. Clearly, they want to prevent you from enjoying a night on the town. Those Dusk thugs were loitering near Club Clawfoot. But this is Boromar clan territory. Something's brewing. And you're smack in the middle of it. A group of would-be patrons lingers in the courtyard. They must not be on the guest list. The bouncer opens the front door, allowing you to enter Club Clawfoot. The Dusk thugs lurking outside have set the assistant's nerves on edge. He wants you to check on Club Clawfoot's employees before he'll let you talk to the manager.
Time for the optional.
You notice a sign on the door. Rat infestation. Exterminators have already been contacted. Do not open.
There, I just did some exterminators out of a job. I like to open up all the paths to start with. That way I know exactly where everything is. Back here. She's like, I'm good. Yep. But now there's a storm nost who's seeping right. And see, I could open this if I had like Draw's Heart, might be able to unlock it. I'd be able to melt the lock, but I don't think so at level 8. Checking on you, bud. You alright? Good? Alright. Excellent. And see, yeah, the lever is
the caretaker of these clawfoot dinosaurs,
Nope.
says that the door mechanism is faulty. It needs repairs before the beast can be returned to their rightful halfling owners. The employees report nothing terribly unusual. You can tell Fenwick that all is quiet in the nightclub.
And I failed with an 18 heal. What about a night? I want to see if I can get a natural 20 on this. Well, a 1 isn't going to work. You know what? I'm done. I'm bored. What server should you be on? The most populated server is the one that I'm on, which is Shadowdale. If you want the sweatier server, then that would be Thrain, though there are a lot of sweaty people also on Shadowdale, but Thrain seems to be the home for them. So...
Fenwick is relieved to hear that the club is safe and secure. He gives you permission to approach Regina, Club Clawfoot's manager. A piercing alarm reverberates throughout the night. Regina turns to you and cries, "The alarm! Someone's breaching our magical wards! It must be an attack! Quick, adventurers! Do what you do best!"
Make a mess! Break up your bar! Damage the furniture! Wait, what? And then you can see we've got other stowaways to deal with. Let's go for the spell slingers in these cases, because they're the portal people. They can summon more dudes. But not if they're dead. Hi, Scamper. I'm busy. I'm not helping. No, I'm not helping you. No. You have to figure that one out on your own. He's like, I wanted to curl up. Yeah, I know you did. Too bad. No. No, I'm busy.
More dimension doors have opened nearby.
Club Clawfoot. Or the Clawfoot room.
Piercing but pitch-perfect scream rings throughout the nightclub. It's encore. The main stage must be under attack.
Oh well, so bad. So sorry to hear it. Not really. What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me for? Why are you looking at me, cat? So with this one, you definitely want to make sure that the hyena, or I'm sorry, the gargoyle, is the last thing you murder. Because if you kill him, then all of a sudden your rest phase comes up and you might run out of... Oh, that was fun. I almost ledge grabbed that. The lintel of the door.
The defeated gargoyle cackles and rasps. I have failed, but the others will crush you. Dusk. Forever. More attacks are on the way. But for now, you have a moment to rest.
Mycella apparently did not get her spell points back. That's good times.
The magical alarm triggers once again. Dusk's attack on the nightclub has resumed.
And that's really the problem that you have, is if you kill Crusher first, then it starts your rest time, and then you're still fighting in some cases. Man, your transportation specialist kind of sucked to teleport you into just some random ass corner. This is not a very defensible location, I'm saying. Alright. Any Misty Remy's? I don't see any. Part of the problem with having the dragon, the treasure feat, or any golden, like the golden dragon feet, or the... I mean, they look really cool on a Tabaxi. You get paw prints as opposed to boot prints, which makes sense, of course. But it's the simple fact that it does make it a little bit trickier to find mysterious remnants if they're on the ground. Like that. Ah, Scamper, I see you there on my arm.
More dimension doors have opened nearby.
Goody gumdrops. Okay, they're both on the way back to the main room. Wow.
Once again, harsh sounds issue from the direction of the stage. You hear panic shouts, screams, and snakes. The attack is finally over. A peaceful, quiet
Does this
descends
like it's
the nightclub
over?
once more.
I don't think it's over.
Now you can finally talk to Regina.
Now I'm busy still fighting, cleaning up the rest of the mess. Alright, now they're all dead. Alright, Regina, give me stuff.
For your help in keeping her and Encore alive, Regina has promised to do everything she can to cut
Well,
ties
hello
between the
there,
Boromar clan
piece of armor
and
that I
Font,
cannot
our
use.
caretaker.
But somebody else could use it, so that's nice. There we go. We finally got a piece of named loot. Go. Hi. She's a silly cat. Alright, there is a giveaway going on for 750 DDO points. +3 instead of +5. That could be interesting. I don't recall if I have any named quarterstaffs right now. Let's hang on to that in case I don't find any. Alright. And now we're gonna have to do Casper's story. Or Isabet Tremont. I'm gonna lock that so I don't accidentally sell it. Okay, so chat. Sky source sleds or no source sleds? Because you can do this entire quest without using them at all. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna miss the one part of this quest that's actually kind of fun. You know what I might do? Hold on. I mean, it's a chest. It's not going to necessarily give you anything. But let me see. Let me see if I still have that Marion Ravenwood or a rogue hireling in the bag. I think I might. I don't remember. Stop it. Stop it. Learn how to spell rogue druid. Jesus Christ. If I have them anymore, I don't have them now. So, do I have any bells of opening handy? I have a bunch of bells of opening. We'll borrow those for a little bit. We'll open that one door. No source sleds this time. Well, I didn't use source sleds last time either, so that's fine. It's a lot of running around. They can be useful, but they can also be freaking annoying. Alright, let's go. Wait a minute. Did I not pick up the quest? I did not pick up the quest like a dumbass. Alright, let's go find your Uncle Casper. And we'll deal with the first tragedy of the Masterminds of Sharn. Alright, just business.
You arrive in Dava Gate, one of Sharn's many business districts. The streets are almost deserted at this hour. A lone figure stands idly on the platform next to a sky barge.
About time you got here,
Grumbles the old man.
They've already started. Get on board quick like and I'll ferry you up to their window. Remember, stay quiet as a mouse.
Mr. Vult, I assume this is about your request to join the Platinum Concord, which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say? Yes, well, I prefer audacity to subtlety. I admit that subtlety has allowed the Aurum to do as they please with the Five Nations for many years. But what I have to offer your organization cannot be ignored.
Zendrick bloodhounds sniffing at your heels. You're exposed, Mr. Vault.
Not for long, my friend.
Allow me to demonstrate. Isabet, please come in. Now, Isabet, I know you invited our mutual friends from Stormreach. Don't cry. Say, don't cry. That's better. This is just business, Isabet.
Just
Just
business.
business.
Just business.
I'd prefer that you do your house cleaning when I am not present, Mr. Vault.
A necessary demonstration of my device. I wanted you to see my improvements firsthand.
Not quite dead yet. Calibration issue, perhaps. No matter.
Urk, Gesh, take Isabet outside. We will adjourn to the yacht.
It's time for the next act to begin.
Vaughn's henchman releases a strange whooping bark, and the darkness around you erupts with a choir of menacing responses.
An ambush! Damn us for fools!
Damn you
Shouts
for
Casper.
fools, man.
The old man produces a bow from somewhere as giggling shapes descend from above.
And I just moved my leap off of my hotbar because I knew I was gonna be using it badly. Get your ass back here! I'm gonna just keep shooting your ass.
You've dispatched Vaughn's first group of assassins, but they're surely not the last. Vaughn doesn't go in for half measures. Casper wheezes out his words.
Ooh, reminds me of my days in the last war, but with more chest pain. Too old for this for sure. Come here, we gotta talk about Isabet. She's still alive. I bet my life on it.
You are betting
You've
your
agreed
life
to
on
help
it.
Rescue Isabet. To do that,
Aye.
you'll need to clear the way so Casper can follow safely. He says to head to the southeast. Grabbing a source sled first will help even the playing field.
Nope.
Don't forget,
Shouts Casper.
those source sleds can't go too high or too low without losing their enchantment. Keep above the fog and don't try to push over the higher walls and you'll be fine.
Another wave of Gnoll mercenaries bursts from the shadows.
Show those brutes they can't mess with my girl!
Cries Casper from behind you.
Come on, buddy. I saw one dude over there. I might actually have to use a source sled to get to him, though. Come on, buddy.
A motley crew of creatures takes up position on the bridge, spoiling for a fight. The low bellow of an ogre accompanies the shrill cries of goblins.
Didn't have a choice. He wasn't in range. I had to do it to complete the quest.
A strange-looking goblin glides up above the bridge. The limp form of Isabet lies on his source sled. The goblin shouts abuse at his gnoll escort.
Those nobodies made mincemeat out of your fleabag gnolls. I told you the direct approach wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna go bait the hook on my plan.
Wait, goblin meat. Vaunt said to work together as a pack.
The gnoll snarls as he runs after his retreating comrade. In the distance, you hear the gnoll snarl.
We cannot look weak. No. Those who look weak die first. Always.
It's the stupid who die first, dimwit.
Replies the goblin.
Let my flying pets soften them up. Now
I don't know why this
move
isn't
before
breaking,
the
though.
fireworks start.
I don't know why that's not doing anything. Alright, I don't care. Well, I guess we're just having to do this the hard way. I was trying to do it without the
Gnolls
thing.
and goblins have taken up positions atop a nearby wine shop. You'll need to clear them out for Casper to pass safely.
Nice camper. Ooh, Misty Remy's. No, 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 no. Yes, silly cat. Well, we have to clear the wine shop as well. Well, let's go do that now. By going through the trapdoor.
Down, but more to come, I'd wager.
Shouts Casper.
Head north, friends, up the skyway. I'll watch your back.
Let's see if this door is trapped. Probably is. Oh, now my thing suddenly goes away.
A swarm of bats clouds the street before you. Some kind of metal glints on their bodies as they flit about, blocking your path. The door of a nearby bookshop opens, and another cloud of bats streams out. Inside the bookstore, goblins scramble to release one last clutch of bats from their cages.
Exploding bats? Gods, what a circus! Who's going to explain this mess to the city watch come the morning?
Mutters Casper as he
Not
twists
me.
along behind you.
Not my problem. Okay, I think that one stool. Come on. Did I get it? No. It's a very powerful stool. Alright, we're done messing with it. No.
Shadows move among the arches of a nearby market. More of Vaunt's mercenaries await your attention.
Hapu with the resub. Tomorrow, Remnant tournament after server downtime. Did they announce the server downtime? It is Monday. I don't recall them announcing downtime for Wednesday. And if they had, they would have announced it on Tuesday anyway. But yeah, I would imagine they would do at least a restart downtime. But I think some people are hoping for some kind of patch or something. This is actually my favorite. The goblins hiding here in the in the bushes. Your disguises suck, boys. I'm just saying. If we're finally getting Jimothy, yeah, Jimothy. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit surprised that Standing Stone is so fast on it. To actually get something already ready to go into the game that quickly. I was a little bit surprised that they were able to move that fast.
Equipped with a mage fire cannon waits for you near Old Tully Tower. Goblins swarm over the tower itself.
From behind. A mage fire cannon! Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we go.
Run, 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 run. No, you die first. Kill by a piece of meat. Yep. Next. This quest takes so damn long.
Three sky skiffs descend, and a supporting patrol of gnolls moves to block your path. Is there any end to Vaunt's mercenary army?
Ooh, free chest. Okay, Owlbear, get out of the way. And we'll come back for it. Well, at least my cell is useful up there. I'm dropping some healing spores on me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna borrow this. Why? Because I want to go up there and get that chest that's up there. That everybody's just like standing on. It's random gen loot, but who gives a shit? Ooh, I'm coming for you! Let's punch the cannon.
Casper gasps in surprise as he reaches the wreckage of the Magefire cannons.
3 of them! Now I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, as
Thank
well
the
you
host you were
should.
here.
It wasn't the host that had anything to do with
The
it.
city watch station is locked up tight and stands as silent as the grave. Is it unmanned? Or have the guards inside been
Unstaffed.
given a reason to sit this one out?
Unmanned is sexist, just so you know. That's why, ooh, topaz damage, nice. That's why NASA uses crewed and uncrewed these days. So I'm sure with today's political climate, they'll probably change that anyway. So whatever. All right. What up? Yeah, let me go. Okay, actually, hold on, hold please. Isn't there a thing? Yeah, down here. We gotta do the thing because I also want to get my seller her spell points back.
An iron defender prowls the storage room. Once you get rid of it, this may prove to be a good place to catch your breath.
Scrappy-doo. Okay, rest shrine. Mycella, use the shrine, please. Detrina, you use the shrine too. Also you as well, Rana. Like, you two don't know how to shrine, do you? Come on, get your asses over here. Everybody shrine! Everybody shrine now! Don't forget! Exclamation point! Lies. No. Points with an exclamation at the end to enter the giveaway for a code for 750 DDO points. Pardon me. That was tasty. It was not. Alright, what else is going on? I thought Gingy would be streaming tonight. If he is, it'll be later, I guess, maybe? Or maybe he's gonna stream, I don't know. Not my problem. Okay, everybody has their stuff back. Let's go. Yeah, so don't step out those doors. Okay. Why you... Whoa! Well, now, let's aim for over here. I forgot those things had a timer. I'm actually gonna grab another one just to get up past the tower again. So yeah, we were. I'm sorry, Ravenel. If you wanted a no source led run, too bad. We're doing a source led run. Yes, scamper. Meow. 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 What are you doing? You doing a meow? You doing a meow? Doing a meow? You meowing all the time? She's meowing all the time. Okay, let's keep going. And now we'll do the thing. Oh, you can't go too high, or the wards, the sky wards. Ah!
Looks like they're using sky wards.
Casper tells you.
Your source leads might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
So, one of the things that happened at the player meetup was Severlin showed slides of UI in progress for the other game's new system. And they of course they put a disclaimer on each of the slides saying, you know, work in progress, work not, you know, image not final or whatever, UI not final. What was really funny is whatever text they had on there, I could tell that they used the Village font, and Village font is known for being the font that DDO uses because of the E's in a lot of the in the air text. It's just it's an E that goes like this. Instead of going whoop like a one symbol, it's like it looks like this basically. The other way around. Come on, move that paw. No, stop it. Oh no, it got my source lid. Oh no, something just happened in chat. What just happened in chat? Hold on, let me get back to my Twitch chat. Why Sakai with the raid? Speaking of being raided, I just got raided by a cat. She's like, "Fuck you! I'm going to use you as furniture." Well, since you're all here, I have a giveaway open. Glass Jaws. This is very pertinent to you, sir. It is one of these cards that I got from Cordo. And there's nothing in those cards except 750 points. So put the word points with an exclamation point at the end to enter the giveaway. Card. Go on, move. Get off. So yeah, Cordo was handing out these cards at Gen Con, and I scrounged a few. And a whole bunch, everybody got one, basically, and, me, Voodoo, and, Tavern Tales probably picked up multiples. You know, we do.
The mercenary Gish stands here, his jaws frothing.
The goblin says you're strong, but he's just a weakling. Enough waiting! I'll butcher you now! Feast on your flesh and keep all the glory for myself!
I don't think so.
You're just gonna get killed!
Sings out the goblin. He's hidden somewhere in the shadows of the nearby construction site.
You should have stuck with my plan, Fleabag.
You're my next meal, goblin meat! Right after these outlanders!
Gish charges to the attack. Gish collapses from his wounds. Before you can finish him off, a chanting voice calls your attention to the north and above.
Gonna head to bed. Tomorrow's gonna be a rough day. Oh yeah, you're doing a 24-hour stream, madman.
Reappearing at the sorcerer's side. With another quick gesture, both the tiefling and the gnoll vanish from your sight.
This is my least favorite part of the
goblin's
quest.
voice calls to you across the gap.
I hate this.
That went about how I expected. So that leaves just little old me. A great big bounty, no partner to split it with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over.
High above the construction yard, a soar sled slowly drifts up. Isabet's body lies upon the sled, completely still. The goblin is nowhere to be seen.
We've got Vandal bonus, so I need to break all the things I can find. So if I don't get to Isabet, I can just run around and break things without... Okay, let's go. Random ass combo, okay. The random gen loot is basically only good for Caneth crafting. I'm sorry, magic item crafting. Stop it. She's like, I want to curl up on you. Like, I don't care, cat. Alright. I think we've got all the breakies in this quest, so if I haven't gotten Ransack, I'm not getting Ransack. I guess we're gonna just beat up Urk. No, I decline to take your advice.
Get him, lads!
Screams Urk as he tosses down a smoke bomb. The shrill voices of more goblins pierce the night air.
I think he tends to go up this way first. Where are you, butthead? Are you stuck, little lad? Hey, Urk, come here. Hey, Urk, come here.
The goblin crumples in a heap. Now that you have time to catch your breath, you notice the assassin source-led descending slowly, holding the limp form of Isabel.
Alas.
You've reached Isabel, but all is not well.
She's gone! Gone!
Says the goblin.
Bossman
no
ate
good
up her
loot.
soul with his new improved vaunt. Why use your own when you can use someone else's? Sorry, sweethearts. Them's the breaks.
The goblin stands at the platform edge, an odd yet strangely familiar blade piercing his torso.
Remember this? Jack Jibber's blade? It's why we get to keep meeting like this.
Yeah, unfortunate. Keeps throwing hand wraps at me because you're a monk. You should use hand wraps. Not this monk, boys and girls. Alright, so we have completed our fun. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Let's go talk to the vendor. Turn in our stuff. How would like to trade? Like to repair all my stuff. And we did get one item, didn't we? Yes, that. Mighty Bracers of Constitution. +6 strength, +8 con. Actually, you know what? The strength is a good idea. We're saving that. Go away. We're saving that as well. Let me put those bracers on since I find them in here. Where are the bracers? Page 1. Page 1. There they are. So yeah, I'll get more constitution. The strength doesn't matter all that much. The resistance, would be nice, but okay. I have more hit points. Save the thieves' tools. I think that's it. Everything else can go. Everything must go. This is now a spirit Halloween. What? Alright. Okay. Let's go to the bank. Drop off the 2 things we need to drop off. We are already ready to about 2/3 of the way away from dinging on this particular level, or I'm sorry, action point. So one of the fun things is I was demoing Catan on the road all weekend long, and all weekend long there's a thing in the game called victory points. I was saying action points all damn weekend. Aww. Petting my floof. Petting my poor floof. Yeah, you're a poor floof. What are you doing? What are you doing, you little Stormlust? Stormlust is the floofy cat. Stormlust is the floofy cat. She's just trying to sleep and I'm interrupting her nap. Interrupting your nap? How dare I? I know, right? Stretch! Big stretch! She had a big stretch. When the cat stands up and they just stretch their entire back, I go, ah! Yeah, Settlers of Catan. They don't call it Settlers of Catan, they just call it Catan now. Hi. And one of the things that we had to give away, my sister forgot to order more for them, is one of the things you can do at Gen Con is you can get a ribbon to attach to the bottom of your badge, and then you get more and more ribbons. That's a whole ass thing at various conventions, not just Gen Con. And so last year and a couple years before, they were giving away these ribbons you get attached to your badge called It's Pronounced Catan. And it just spells the name out. So you look at it, it's pronounced like, how do you pronounce it? It's Catan. And the reason it's pronounced Catan is it was created by a German dude, and they don't have an ass sound. So anybody who says Catan is saying it wrong, which is really funny because the guy that I was demoing with, like we were both demoing the new Catan on the road, he kept saying Catan all the time. I think he was kind of annoying. I was like, bro, it's Catan. Okay. So, we've done the first half of the thing, which is fun and enjoyable. We still have what? Oh, we are about at our time, actually. So, what I'm going to do after this stream is I'm going to go find any other gear that I have floating around on my alt. But it's your last chance to enter the giveaway for 750 DDO points. While you're doing that, I'm going to go switch to my character who has... Well, let me see what level 15 to 17 gear we have. Let's see what we got. Make that go away. I'm actually going to give up my bells of opening. I don't think I need to keep all of them. I'm going to throw this in here too. Throw that in there too. Throw this in here as well. I'm going to hang on to this for myself. I'm also tempted to kind of run into the mist to get my Barovian weapon to see if it'll be better than this. So we got a couple of things. We got I mean, that diamond of spot 15 is actually really nice. I was surprised about that. The topaz of damage is also useful, and I should probably use it. Oh. Okay. Loot. 15s. Let's see if there's anything in my 15s that will be useful. So again, if I have another staff, let's see what all the other crap that I have. What up? Thank you. Okay, so that's a level 16 helmet, doesn't help me. Bandhammer, Pendant of the Azure Sea doesn't help me. Hallowed Trail doesn't help me. Azure Buckler. Let's do 15 to 15. I need clothing. DB would be nice on that, but I have DB. Actually, this would be... That could be useful. So let me chuck that over there. No. Let's just make sure it's not doing something stupid. Because sometimes, if you have your things set wrong... Like, it says Moon Slice, it says it will act like it doesn't know what... Actually, Moonbeam, actually... +8 to dodge. I don't need spell stuff. Enforcer's coat. Medium armor. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need those. I have some level 18 stuff in here. And I know this is a level 18 because that's a Vecna thing. That's one thing I really hope that Standing Stone can fix, is how some shit does not show up right in shared storage after a while. Black Velvet Capelet. Nope, that's all I can use. So let's switch back over and see... Oh, you're wearing all blue? I like you, whoever you are. Unless you're a jerk, then I don't like you. Again, the word points with an exclamation point at the end. If you want to enter the giveaway for 750 DDO points. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Let's see how these look. Oh, definitely better. Let's grab that. Let's chill. Okay, so for the ring, ding, either I give up magical sheltering and healing amps, or I give up insightful physical and blindness immunity. I don't know. Something else is giving me a benefit to dodge, though. I thought something was giving me a bonus to dodge. Well, that is. I'm getting a +6. That's +7 double strike. I don't know. I don't think this is going to actually be very helpful. So let's check our Moonbeam versus the Trailblazers branch. So 2 1d6 +5 bludgeon, good, and magic. Critical roll +10%. 19 to 20 times 2. Attack and damage. But I'm going to get dex to damage, so it's in +5 versus a +3. Impact. This, I like the impact. Base critical threat range is doubled. Doesn't stack. I'm going to lose Baeshk. But I don't know if that's necessarily bad. Versus, I'm going to improve my double strike a couple. I like the felling the oak thing. And then the additional good damage. So, I'm not an evil character, so I won't suffer a neg level by using this. So let's swap over. Let's see how this rolls. Oh yeah, the base damage rating is higher, and so yeah, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Right, Scamper? I have a Scamper. Yes, I have a Scamper. Okay, so it's time to do the giveaway. Good luck, everybody. And we'll see who wins 750 DDO points. Let's go. Giveaway close. Alright, only 5 people. Good luck. Giveaway draw. Amaref! Congratulations. Amaref has won the 750 DDO points. Congratulations. Let me get my cat out of the way. So I need to type things in. What are you doing? Alright, let's click on your name. Click a whisperer. Oh man, you keep winning the good stuff. The last time you won something was back in April, and you got an Isle of Dread Ultimate. Nice one. Boop. Boop the kitty's nosy. Alright, let me carefully read this. This one I actually have to type in manually because it's on a code. It's on a card. So let me know if this thing works. I believe I typed it in there properly. Yep, looks good. Alright, Emerald, check your whispers or refresh your whispers. And you should be GTG. Now I'm going to go get caught up on everything else I've been missing for the past week. Because honestly, I haven't been able to keep up on social media or videos or anything since Tuesday. And that's because Wednesday I was packing and then driving and then training. Thursday Gen Con, Friday Gen Con, Saturday Gen Con, Sunday Gen Con. Earlier today sleeping in. And then just starting to get caught up, and it's just so much. So I'm going to go do that. Y'all be good. Next stream should be Thursday. We're going to be playing some EverQuest Legends, I think. They did their full launch on last Tuesday. I got in long enough to check that my characters were there. And that's about it. That's all I had time for. Because I had shit to do. I had to pack and everything. So I lied. I might do a short stream tomorrow night for about an hour or so. I'm probably going to do like a talk about Gen Con properly without any distractions. And also show off all the cool shit that I got at Gen Con. So it's going to be like a Gen Con after action report and displaying of the swag and the loot. So we're going to have fun with that. Scamper has already come back up on the table and taken her spot between me and the keyboard. So she is now the pebcac, the problem that exists between the keyboard and the chair. So, yeah. All right. You all be good. If you can't be good at it. And hopefully I'll see you either tomorrow night or on Thursday when I'm going to be playing some EverQuest Legends, I think. Unless something changes between now and Thursday. All right. I will talk to y'all later. And congratulations again, Amaref. Bye!